most famous physical therapist on the internet.
Hi, folks. I'm Bob Schrupp, physical therapist.
Brad Heineck, physical therapist.
Together we are the most famous physical therapists on the internet.
Well, in our opinion, of course,
Are you
Bob.
some cool model now, or what?
Oh, I saw that on a show.
Okay, now we're going to talk about 10 daily stretches that you can do at your desk to keep pain-free and flexible.
And it helps keep you awake.
Right, absolutely. It keeps you alert. It keeps you attentive.
That's right. Productive as well.
Yeah, by the way, if you're new to our channel, please take a second to subscribe to us. We provide videos how to stay healthy, fit, pain-free, and we upload every day. Also, go to bobandbrad.com. Go to the giveaway section. All right, you can also find the contest at Facebook. It'll be pinned to the top of the page. Go to Twitter, Instagram, or TikTok if you want a 60-second version of our program. And Brad, what else do we have for the
We also have podcasts out now. Not this particular video, but a lot of other ones with great information.
Yeah. Okay, let's get to the stretches now. First, I want to give a little credit here, Brad. A lot of these stretches are from Kelly Starrett. I always say Starrett.
He confirmed that?
Yeah, I confirmed it.
Okay.
So anyway, he wrote the book, Becoming a Supple Leopard. Really, if you're a therapist, you should have this book.
Yeah.
If you are interested in mobilizing and stretching, getting the right positions, you should have this book.
Yeah.
He's going to be on our podcast and coming up real quick.
Yeah, not too long.
All right, so let's start off with the first one, Brad.
Oh.
It's nice. By the way, we have a flex spot table and a flex spot chair here. It's nice to have a standing desk.
Yeah,
I would really highly recommend a standing desk nowadays because we're doing way too much sitting. One thing I like to do is I just keep one of these OPTP slant boards here.
Yep.
And I just, while I'm working, I'll go ahead and stretch my calves out because they get tight very easily in a sitting society.
Right. And just in general, calf muscles, especially if you get 50 and over, they just typically are tight muscles on everyone.
And everybody's busy. So and you can easily concentrate and still have your feet on here. And it's a little bit soft.
Yeah.
This is made out of foam.
It feels good, doesn't it?
Yeah, it feels good.
A good stretch, comfortable on the foot.
All right, next one. Believe it or not, I'm going to have you sit on a ball. Brad, you're going to sit on a ball. I'm going to sit on a ball. We're all going to sit on a ball.
Well, show me.
Well, yeah, we're going to. The problem is.
So we're going to use the butt muscles.
Yeah, when you sit a lot, your glutes, believe it or not, they get heat down. They actually don't move like they should.
Well, from being sedentary or stale.
All the fascia. You've been reading about fascia, Brad.
It
all gets tightened down. So you can start off with just a smaller ball if you want it, like a lacrosse ball. And I'll probably use that because on here, this is a hard surface.
Yep. I've got a soft one. Actually, I got this one at a store for $1. It's got a little light in there. It's for your kids. But I actually like the little pokes on it for all these. And you'll find out how that works. But
so I'm going around the sit bone. I'm not going onto the sit bone, but I'm going around the sit bone.
And the sit bone is that bone. If you sit on a hard surface, you feel it make contact. Do you get this? Oh, good.
So while you're doing your Zoom meetings with somebody, you just, you can be talking to them and they don't have any idea that you're stretching at the same time.
They're just going to think you're a little weird because you're moving
around.
But you can do it. Once you find a knot, if you do have a knot there, just keep the pressure on there for about 30 seconds and it should release.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. You do one buttock and then you go ahead and stand up and squeeze both buttocks.
Yeah.
The one that buttock you did, it'll squeeze better.
Well, yeah, it's going to fire better.
Loosened up. Yeah, it's going to be fire better. So, all right, number 3, hip adductors. I like doing this one at home. I don't know if you're going to be able to do this one, Brad, but I have a higher chair also. I have both, and there we go. So I just put my foot up here like this, and it's just the most comfortable stretch. I'm stretching my hip adductors, and I can just work like this way for a while, and it feels so good.
You could do it on a chair like this.
Yeah, be careful. So
if you don't feel comfortable doing this, you can skip it.
Yep, and of course you do both sides. Number 3, that was number 3. Number 4 is hamstring flossing. Again, this is a start one. So you're going to take the ball again, and you do need your chair to be a little higher on this one.
Well, I can do it on this level, actually.
I just dropped that one.
Don't worry about it. But I really like this one. This is one of my favorite ones from Kelly. Star.
Yeah, so you smash the hamstring and you floss. Floss is movement.
Yep.
So you're actually getting this movement while that ball is in place. You're working that hamstring, and you can hit different spots of it. Like if you're trouble with the high hamstring where it attaches to the sit bone, put it right up there
Yep.
and do some of these where you stretch out all the way. And you're going to find out this really works on hamstring injuries really well, or tightness.
Yeah, you can feel the muscle glide across the ball,
Yes.
working those fibers and getting them to loosen up.
This one's a little strange, Brad, but if you have a lot of tension in your jaw and in the skull, you can actually do what is called tack and twist.
Tack and twist?
Yeah, tack.
Okay.
So you're tacking and you're twisting.
Yeah,
It just helps loosen up the muscles in that area if you have some stress.
sure. And if you happen to have one of these balls with the little pointers on it, it grips right into the skin and you get a better twist.
I'll probably be a little careful right here, Brad, because we do have an artery that goes through
Yeah,
there. So
yeah.
I don't like to do arteries.
Yeah, exactly. It's nice to do on the masseter muscle.
Right, the jaw muscle,
Yeah.
especially if you have pain.
Mhm.
Just a kind of a little bonus one there. You could, yeah, even suboccipital, there are vertebral arteries back there.
Well,
so
Bob, our mics are in the way.
yeah, that too. All right, number 6. This one, and again, is a standing one I like doing. It's the just getting the external rotators. Brad's going to show a different way seated to do it, but I just go up there like this, and
So we're talking about the hip.
yep, and I get my leg like this. And it's just, again, it's a good stretch to do.
So you lean forward and
Yep. It's
again,
stretching now
this should
already.
be not create any pain. If it
Right.
creates pain, it's not for you. It should feel like a good stretch. This is the other way to do it in a seated position, the old figure 4. And I'll put gentle pressure down on this knee, and it feels good. It's one of those things that, if you're, as you get older, doing this to put your socks and shoes on gets
Yeah.
harder. This will maintain that.
That'll
activity.
maintain, it will help your hip without a doubt.
Yeah.
I mean, it's one of the best ones you can do, actually. Brad, you're going to show the ball in the thoracic area then?
Oh, yeah. I'm just, you don't have to do this, but I'm going to try it. There it goes. But otherwise, just put it back and place it where you need to. And we're going to actually use the ball as a fulcrum so that we can stretch over it. And it's comfortable. Get a soft ball, not too hard a one. Basketball is not going to work. You have to have a kickball type of thing. And you can bring your hands up. You can bring them here. And you can actually do it without it. And then adjust the ball to whatever level. I usually find I start lower and then I move it up a few inches each time. And, spend a minute or so
That's
on
a
that.
great posture one. I would say that would probably be one of my highest recommendations.
Yeah,
I mean,
especially if you sit a lot with
if you're only going to do one,
posture
that
issues.
would be the one I would do. All right, how about the bottom of the foot, Brad? You can take your spiky one. I'm going to take the, this is by Kelly Starrett, actually. It's Rogue Fitness Supernova.
Ooh.
It's really quite a hefty thing. But
This little prickly one actually feels good on the bottom of my foot. You know what a supernova is, Bob?
what is it?
It's a star that
I thought it was.
exploded. Yeah,
I thought it was.
yeah, and you can see one right now in the constellation Orion.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's just hangs out.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, you got to know where it is, but you can see with pair of binoculars.
All right.
It's kind of neat. Just a side note. Let's
Wow,
get back to therapy.
Brad really has knowledge. Yeah. Okay, number 9 is both forearms you can work on, and you can do that again with the ball.
Yeah.
You can roll it. You can tack and twist. Tack, twist.
So the tack is the pressure, and
yeah,
then twist and
it,
rotate.
Right.
Now, I'm wondering, this could be something in the future. If you work that around the wrist, is that going to help prevent carpal tunnel, possibly?
It might, because it's helping the surfaces slide along each other.
Yeah.
So,
It's certainly not going to hurt.
but you can
feels
also put the
good.
ball down and go like this, Brad. This you can
Oh,
actually get a
yeah.
fair amount of stress on your forearm that way.
I don't know where we're going to mention this. One thing about a desk that you can stand
yeah.
at is typically they're nice. This one will go to a seated position so that if I'm in this chair,
Yeah, he's got preset positions.
yeah, there's 4 preset positions, or you can do it manually. But I might start here, but then 20 minutes later, half hour later, maybe I better stand and give my back a break from that seating. And then
Now they have manual ones where you can put on your existing desk.
Sure.
You know, and they have these. These have come down in price.
Mhm.
And again, I would highly recommend getting a standing
Right.
desk.
If you spend a lot of time at a desk and you
Yes.
plan on working for a few years, it's
Yeah.
gonna pay for itself as far as body ache, and you're going to be more productive.
Yeah.
So, is there any other exercises?
Last one, Brad.
Okay.
The quadricep. You can, people's quads tend to get tight, and
Mhm.
so you can just do the tack and twist on that. You can just push down, twist. And again, this is something you can do while you're reading your
Yeah.
computer screen.
It works better if you can get right on the skin.
It does, but
Yeah.
in the office, you maybe don't want to do that.
Right. There's always those kind of people are a little
Yeah.
nervous about that kind of thing, but
Yeah.
as therapists, we don't.
You would
it's all
know that,
private.
probably, because you were one of those people.
Oh, Bob, why, Bob? I hope my wife doesn't see this. She'll start to wonder.
All
But
right.
It feels good.
Remember, Brad and I can fix just about anything.
Except for
a broken
there
heart.
you go.